What's up, fellas? It's Mark Parson, cornerback pro, former NFL cornerback of the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints, and I'm coaching y'all up. Today, we got one clip of a press release from Deion Sanders' son, Shiloh Sanders. So shout out to him. And understand, guys, like the last time I posted a video on one of Deion Sanders' sons, I, I was I saw a lot of comments, like kind of butthurt comments. And understand this, yo, Deion Sanders is like my idol, and actually coached me and taught me when I was coming out of college. So nothing is ever like I'll never say anything bad about anybody. When we do these critiques, it's always to get better, and so you guys as students can learn. So just want to give you that heads up, all right? And you know how if you've been following the channel, you understand that that's the whole point of me doing this for us all to improve our skills. All right. There's a couple things. The cool thing about being like a guy like Deion Sanders' son, I mean, you're gonna be light years ahead of most people in ball, because you got your dad who's you're always around ball first of all, and then you got literally arguably one of the best cornerbacks that ever existed around you, coaching you up all the time. So that's a blessing in itself. All right. Make sure you guys, if you have any questions about the channel, well, first of all, go through the whole channel and check out the videos. If you're new, you understand what I'm saying. Remember, this is for students, not fans of football. It's about being a student of the sport and student of the game. Email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com if you have any questions. All right. Let's get into it. So I'm gonna show this press release. The press release, like I said, yo, he got like Prime is nice, all right. So he's gonna be better than 60% of the guys out there. But I wanna show you where we can improve even more, okay? So we're playing press man. Look, he has good eyes. So that's the first thing that one of the first things Prime taught me, yo. Where are your eyes supposed to be? So we know eyes, feet, hands. So eyes are on point. Now, I want to show you something we can improve when it comes to our feet. And I teach one thing. Let me let you see it first. I like doing things 3 times. Three is a great number for many reasons. Now, you guys who've been following me for a while, or the guys I actually work with in person, you already know by looking at this. And mind you, he's in high school. So understand this. Like high school, he's gonna be better. Think about it, he's probably one of the best in the country at high school already. But the guys I've been working with, you already know what I'm gonna say most likely. One more time. All right. So here's where we can get even better. So when we do a soft shoe technique, so what does a soft shoe mean? It's the inch back. So you inch him back. No more than 3 steps. So he does a good job. He doesn't take many steps back. He's nice and low. Um, the first thing that I see is a double false step. So I want you to see I want you to look at his feet. Now when I teach a soft shoe technique, where anytime we're gonna be not necessarily aggressive, we're gonna be passive. Remember, in a press man, you can be passive or aggressive, right? And the goal is for him not to know what we're gonna do. Make him think, that'll slow him down. Okay? So on this technique that he's doing, we call it soft shoe, he's inching back, he does a false step, which is cool. Remember, I teach that. I say, yo, I would do a false step because at the end of the day, it's all about getting back to balance. So as long as our feet is back to balance, we can shuffle sideways and laterally so that he has to bow his route wide. We want to make his route as wide as possible, and that happens with our feet. So it's eyes first, eyes glued right here, because if our eyes come up here and he does any type of shake, he can get us. But he does a great job with his eyes. That's number one. And then feet, the goal is to bow him out, to widen him out, right? And the only way you can do that is by shuffling laterally, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. But the first thing that I see is a double false step. And I say a false step is okay, and I promote it and I teach it, is because, we want to get our feet back to balance. And sometimes you can get kind of antsy in here. Now, I have some coaches who say, you shouldn't have to false step at all. But those guys most likely didn't have to cover somebody man to man in press, right? So I say a false step is okay, but watch what he does with his feet. You see that? That's a double false step. And a double false step, I'm not a big fan of. I say a single false step. So what you can do is you pick what foot you want to use and you practice this over and over again. The goal is 10,000 reps. If you get 10,000 reps, then you can definitely uh, figure out what's most comfortable to you. Okay, so 10,000 reps. Depending on whether you're inside shade or outside shade or head up. You know, it may change. You may do the right foot, you may do the left foot. Either way, it's a quick fall step. Now, does that mean you step really far ahead of us? Like step a wide, long step? No, it's a subtle step just to get your balance, just to kind of like push off, okay? And then your feet come back to balance. You don't want to do that double fall step. The double fall step, if anything, it kind of gets you off balance, okay? So that's what I recommend. Now, I have tons of videos. First of all, it's in the one-on-one mastery program that I talk about. Actually, you'll see me demonstrating it. But I just posted a video of two of my college guys in Landon and Benito where they do it. Benito is probably one of the best ones I've seen. And I have the video. Just go through my channel, you'll see it when they do this offshoot technique. So they're able to get a nice quick, this 1 foot, boom. Now they get a little ground, no more than 3 steps. All right, and their goal is to stay square. So now we're going into that when it comes to Shiloh right here. Okay, and this would, let me show you. So boom. So now look, if I'm gonna let you see the wide receiver, I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. The wide receiver's release, you're gonna see, oh shoot, he didn't really give him that much. So look, we don't need to angle off, fellas. The only time you'll probably see or feel a person do this is if they feel like that person's super fast, which is the opposite of what you want to do, because a good receiver, super fast receiver, and crafty receiver is going to take this weak shoulder, and he's going to immediately get upfield and stack. So you got to stay lateral. We can at least get 1 to 2 shuffles laterally. So if he sees us, if his feet is going right here, then guess what? So if he sees us right here and where our feet are shuffling laterally, he's going to keep going. If he comes into you, that's when you give him a firm strike. Boom. With one hand at a time. I like alternating. I don't do 2 at a time unless he runs right at us. All right? You see what I'm saying? So when we open up the gate, it's not like he's not fully opening the gate, but it's like angling off. Okay? A good receiver, when you go against top guys, they're going to take that. We call it a weak shoulder. Receivers call it a weak shoulder. Okay? And then they're going to try to stack immediately. Let's go watch that receiver's release. Let's see if he really gave him that much. You're going to see. He didn't give him much. You see what I'm saying? Now he ended up getting his hand on him at the end, but we're already open up when we don't have to open up on this release. Maybe a speed release. Maybe a speed release we may have to angle off. But this route, this release, I'm saying, we don't have to do it. We end, and then we shuffle, man. We shuffle, we continue to stay low. We don't have to open a gate right here. Because here's what's going to happen. You're going to get into the habit of doing this, right? Receiver's going to take you hard out here, and then he's going to cut, knock you on the back right here with his left hand, and he's going to run that slant. You're going to have to head whip. You're going to have to head whip and try to make a play on that slant. And you guys seen, I've put out a lot of videos where guys opening the gate. Shoot, I did it in college. I didn't know this stuff that I'm teaching you guys. But if you can get really good, and I have guys that do it. I have guys that are really good at it, okay? And their press man is elite. Elite. Okay? Guys who just started playing football type stuff, their press man is elite. It's because they practice this over and over again. So you want to make sure you practicing that. Like I said, of course he's gonna do well, man. He's D1A guy, D1 scholarships, all of that. My goal is for y'all to be the best that ever lived. And I feel like if you got athletic ability and you mix it with technique, you're gonna be nice. So eyes, feet, hands. Eyes, feet, hands. Press release. Eyes are on point. Biggest thing with his feet, I would say, is understanding, don't get into the habit of doing a double false step. And then when it's time to, look, this receiver's not giving us much. We could stay in there and we can get at least 1 or 2 shuffles in, strike him, boom. He's going to keep going wide. I'm going to tell you, Marcus Peters is literally one of my favorite cornerbacks in the NFL right now. It's 2018, September 14. I saw this dude in his press release get 4 shuffles in laterally, fellas. 4, and he's going against an NFL wide receiver. You can't tell me 2 is not possible. You just got to work at it. Now, I've seen him open the gate a couple times, and usually that's not when he does his best. When Richard Sherman and Marcus Peters, Aqib Talib, who else is it? Jalen Ramsey. When those guys stay lateral as long as possible, they're nice. They're super nice. And then obviously they got ball skills. They know how to squeeze, all of that good stuff, and they're great athletes. All right, let's watch it a couple more times. I want you to see it. And then I want you to go out and do it so you can go ahead and feel it. You see how he's opening the gate right there? We don't need to open the gate at all on that release. We should be popping them and staying. You can give ground. You'll see it in my other videos if you're new. You can give ground and still stay lateral. You don't have to open up. You don't have to. The reason why, all right, so let me give you a reason why we don't want to open it up at like that. There's no need to open up right there. We can stay lateral. The biggest reason, there's 2 reasons. I've already shared the first one. Okay, let's say he's actually just taking you out here as a just to get you opened up and then come back in here for his inside breaking route like a slant. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, we already mentioned the weak shoulder. So look, when you do this, all right, the receiver has basically a free go, a free release. And if you know any receiver, they don't like being touched. They like a free release. And they want to get to, they're going to get to the top of their stem. I posted a video of, I think it was named Ward. I forgot Ward's first name, but he's the cornerback for the Cleveland Browns. I really like him. I think he's going to have a successful career. He went to Ohio State. Dude locked down all game. It was one play that I saw where he opened the gate tremendously, and he did it in practice and during the training camp. And AB being one of the premier best receivers in the league, he has Big Ben. He's been playing with him for years. Man, look, they get to the top of their stem, they're gonna complete it on you. All right. He knows how to do a little back shoulder fade, and AB's ball skills is out of this world. So you don't want you can stop that from the beginning with your press man if you're playing press. Okay? It's a game of inches. And that can slow down the timing. That can disrupt the timing at the end to where he has to break down his route a little bit early because he has a clock in his head going off. He's like, okay. And Big Ben can make plays last. Trust me, I've seen it. But we have to disrupt that timing, fellas. And it starts at the press. So the first thing, eyes, great job by Shiloh. Be careful in a double false step. You're going to false step, do 1 foot at a time. Go through the videos and you'll see it. Get the one-on-one mastery program and you'll see it. I got a whole bunch of techniques as well. This is just one technique, just to let y'all know. And then work on staying lateral. This guy's not giving us much right here. Stay lateral. Okay? So boom, eyes right here. I don't know if his eyes came up, but eyes right here. Hey, at least get 2 shuffles in. Get 1 or 2 shuffles in and then pop them. Firm strike. And then open up and run with them and squeeze them all the way to the sideline. All right? So, hey, I appreciate you guys. This is a video for you guys to improve your skills, not being critical. I love the Sanders, man. They did a lot for me. And hopefully you guys are learning from this. I get a lot of testimonials every day. Got my guys in college, got guys in pro level, youth, high school. And if you are a student of this channel, I know you're improving your skills. All right, fellas. So get better every day. Be the best that ever lived. That should be your goal. That's what you should be working towards. Work to be the best that ever lived. Okay? Work to be the best that ever lived. Email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com. Ask for the one-on-one mastery program as well. I include all the training programs in there. Mind and body training. Catching series from Billy McMullen. 7-time NFL vet. 7-year NFL vet. Super Bowl playing. UVA all great. And I got a kick and punt return series in there from BJ Hill as well. And the How to Go Pro guys. So there's a lot of information in there. If y'all actually do it, you're going to get better. Bottom line. All right, fellas? Peace.